Hi gamers, OzGamer82 or Andrew back at you with another video, another pickups video. I know it hasn't been too long since my last one, but yesterday was an amazing day for me when it comes to video game pickups. I took a trip up to the Gold Coast, which is about an hour away from my place, and did pretty well up there. Plus when I got home there were 3 packages waiting for me, so that was pretty awesome, and I've got a lot of variety in this update, retro right down to modern, plus some gaming accessories. So yeah, quite a lot of stuff to get through. Alright, we're going to start with the gaming accessories first, and the first thing which I'm most excited about, this is probably my favourite thing in this update, it is an official Nintendo 64 Atomic Purple controller. Now the cool thing about this, it's been refitted with a GameCube thumbstick, so the thumbstick is going to be a hell of a lot better than the original N64 thumbstick. As much as I love my Pokemon controller and I'd never get rid of it because it came with the console, the thumbstick on it is fairly loose, so this will be the main controller that I use. The seller did an awesome job refitting the thumbstick, and the controller itself is pretty much like new, not a scratch on it, and it was extremely clean, so very happy with that. This was an eBay pickup, and I absolutely love the colour of the Atomic Purple. I really love the see-through N64 controllers, they look awesome. Alright, moving on to some pickups out in the wild. So as I said, I went up to the Gold Coast yesterday. My hopes were to find some retro games at some op shops. The op shops where I live are pretty crappy, and as I found out yesterday, they're pretty much the same up at the Gold Coast, or at least the 4 that I went to. I went to 4 larger ones and the more main ones, and there was absolutely nothing. I have decided that I'm probably going to add a NES to my collection at some point. I don't really need one, but I would like one. There's a few games that I want to check out on it. And I was really hoping to find one of those up there. Wishful thinking, and of course I didn't. So I had no luck at the op shops, but I decided to drive on a bit further and check out a cash converters. And I did pretty well there, which I was kind of surprised about. They didn't have a lot that I was interested in, but they were pretty well priced, which really surprised me because I know some of their prices are a little bit high. But I did pretty well. So I picked up a couple of N64 Rumble packs. These are the official ones, $8 each, which I thought was absolutely fantastic. They normally go for at least double that on eBay, and I didn't have to worry about shipping or anything. And these are in pretty much new condition. There's not a scratch on them. They were extremely clean, so very happy to pick up those. And then I also picked up Wii Sports on the Wii for $5. They had all their Wii games for $5, but unfortunately nothing decent. They were all shovelware. But for $5 I definitely thought this was worth picking up. I'm going to swap out the case because the sticker is pretty much impossible to get off. I have tried my little eucalyptus oil trick on a little bit of it, and it's still very hard. Plus the back of the case is kind of filthy, so I'll just replace the case, but for $5 I thought it was well worth picking up. Alright, moving on to the games. Picked up some more SNES and N64 games from my Gumtree seller. Got these for a really good deal. I think I paid around about $22, $23 for each game, which may sound a lot to my overseas viewers, but trust me, here in Australia it was really good. So let's get into it. Alright, so first up for the SNES we have Blox. Never played it before, but it looks like a pretty fun platform game that I wanted to check out. The next 3 are definitely amazing for the price I paid, because these normally sell for at least $30, sometimes $40 on eBay, which is pretty ridiculous. Anyway, we have Donkey Kong Country. I really am enjoying the heck out of the second game, so I definitely wanted to pick up the original. Then we have Banjo Kazooie. Never played it, but it looks awesome and I've heard a lot of amazing things about it. And probably the best game for the price out of the four is the yellow cart version of Donkey Kong 64. Again, never played it, but definitely wanted it for the collection. So hopefully I enjoy this and Banjo Kazooie a lot more than Super Mario 64. Some people rate these games over Mario 64, so we'll see. But the yellow cart looks awesome. So really happy with those. Alright, moving on to a trade that I did with another fellow Australian video game nut, and that is Raised by Dingoes. I'll be leaving his channel link in the description box. I'm sure a lot of you probably aren't subscribed to him, so please check him out. He has some really awesome updates, and you know, he's a fan of retro games, modern stuff, so definitely one to check out. So we did a trade. I sent him a copy of Kingdom Hearts on the PS2, and in return he sent me Rayman for the PS1. Very excited to add another PS1 game into the collection. I'm really wanting to build up my PlayStation 1 collection at the moment, so hopefully I can find some decent games for a good price. But this is definitely one that I've been wanting for a while. I'm a massive fan of platform games, so getting another one into the collection is always good. And this game is in really good condition, it is complete, so thanks a lot. But it doesn't end there. He also threw in a couple of extras, so a massive thank you for that. And I'd actually never heard of these games before. So we have disc-only copy of Toka 2 Touring Cars. And 007 Racing. So Raised by Dingoes, thanks a lot for the awesome trade. And I really am excited to get into those PS1 games, especially Rayman, which looks awesome. Alright, moving on to the last lot of pickups. I picked these up again from Big W, and it was well worth the trip for these games alone pretty much. They were all games that my local store did not have, so I was pretty excited. Now just to show you guys from overseas how ridiculous video game prices are here in Australia, especially for Nintendo titles. These four games, if I had picked them up at retail price, I would have paid $220 for them, which is insane. I never would have spent that much on these games. However, for $40 for the four games, I'd pay that all day. I couldn't say no. Probably the best game out of the four for the money is Star Fox 64 3D for the 3DS. I haven't played it, but I have played Star Fox 64 or Lilac Wars on the N64, and I like it a lot. I think this game is fairly rare here in Australia because this is the first time that I have seen the game out in the wild before, so I definitely think it's one of the rarer first party 3DS titles out there. For $10, as I said, I snapped it up straight away. I was kind of surprised to see it there actually, and very excited to check this one out. My local store had this game, but I passed on it, but then when I saw it while I was away, I decided to pick it up, and that is Pilotwings Resort, again $10. And these last two games for the Wii my local store didn't have, so I was pretty happy to pick them up. And we have Mario Sports Mix. This was one of the later releases for the Wii, and I've heard fairly mediocre things about it. You know, it's not meant to be that great, but for $10 I wanted to check it out. I should get $10 worth of fun out of it, and it's another Mario game for the collection. So, and I do quite like the cover art with all the characters on there. So that's Mario Sports Mix. And the last game is Blox Bash Party. This is another fairly uncommon game, I think. I never really see it around too much. So for $10, I'm happy to add this to the collection. And I've been wanting a Blox game for a while now, so this should be cool. Alright, now what I'm going to do, just to help some of my Australian viewers out, I'm going to list all the $10 games from Big W that I know of. Most of them are Nintendo titles, so we're going to take a quick look at the list now, so hopefully that helps some of you guys out. Here are the Big W $10 games that I know of. The 3 Zelda games, Phantom Hourglass, Spirit Tracks and Twilight Princess, Kirby's Epic Yarn, Mario Sports Mix, Pikmin, House of the Dead Overkill, Resident Evil 0, Trauma Center New Blood, Mario Power Tennis, Donkey Kong Jungle Beat, Wii Sports Resort, Animal Crossing, Legendary Starfy, Wario Master in Disguise, Star Fox 64 3D and Pilotwings Resort. Alright, so those are the list of $10 games that I know of that are currently at Big W. Big W are still having the $10 game clearance. I'm not too sure how long it runs for, so definitely head down to your local stores and hopefully you can pick up some bargains, because for the most part they are pretty solid titles, and for $10, amazing deal. Anyway guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Definitely let me know what you think of the games I've picked up. If you've played any of them, I'm definitely keen to hear your thoughts on what you think of them, and thank you for watching.